So to try to maximize our time, we're going to come over and quickly start a Seeking Allies run. We did grab, 2,103 Kellamore favor yesterday. So we are going to try to... I forgot to save my formation. We're going to try to just kind of get... Obviously, we only have to get to area 50, but if we can grab some more favor, just, in the next hour, that'll help. That'll help. And while this is doing this, I forgot to prep the Dark Urge guide because we were working on other stuff yesterday. So I have that open and I'm going to be filling in the basic information of that while this is doing its thing. I won't put it on screen, but so yeah. And then once the event goes live, we will start the first ever event on this account. I will start it on my main account, and we'll build out the rest of the Dark Urge guide. We'll also build out the event guide for this event. And I did a lot of work last night on the event planning guide. I don't feel like that. I think like that's the last priority. I also need to update the Dadius guide. There's a lot to do. I don't think we're getting it all done today, but we're going to work on as much of it as possible. Hello, J-Dog, Delcoon, Niscus, Laylokin, Toy for Run, Vampire Lee, Shevik, Chaos, Dance Lover. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Lavernicus. All right. So let's go over here. So I said yesterday the first thing we want to try to buy is that, and we can't. Damn it. It's almost worth it. Almost worth it. No, it's not though. So we didn't get enough favor to even buy a single blessing, and or the blessing that I want, and the blessing that I want is the gold one. Could we buy this one? Nope, can't even buy that one. Yep. It was not the greatest deep push yesterday. We ran out of time. I wanted to end it. I didn't want to, keep going after the stream ended. Hey, Ricardoso. Well, once we see exactly what they call it, well, that's got to go in the terminology. Yeah, all the new event terminology's got to go in the... Get prepped into the event terminology guide. In fact, I just thought of another one. Passive ability. Formation. I just thought of... Oh my god. Hold on. Did we do... Where's my terminology guide? Did we do things like passive ability? We did. Okay. What about formation ability? Yes. Positional formation ability? Yes. Okay, good. 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 We were on top of it. Not literally, but figuratively. Not literally, but figuratively. Hey, Thalo. Hello, Texag. Hello, Ritra. Yeah, we got a lot done on that terminology. Well, just coming up with the terms. We definitely filled that out way bigger than I thought it was going to be, which is why I'm worried if it's gonna end up being too big. Yeah. Let's see. We shall see. Oops. Yeah. Chrome gets an item. Morphosis gets an item. Does Living on the Edge? Living on the Edge gets an item. All the abilities get items. Wow, okay. And then Embrace and the other. So these don't. This does. We got upgrades. Morphosis. Ifetti. All right. Hey, Prince Guinevere. Trying to get a Bud Spike to get their last 50 levels of defense measures aerial variant with the Briv layout. Oh, that won't do it. That won't do it. Yeah. Event starts in 49 minutes. Oopsie, stocked up on Briv chest. Oh, That's right. Hey, Ben. How much point is there in getting more Briv levels if you already have them at 4 jump? I mean, there are people that go well above 4 jump, and then they just, once they get them to that point, to the point they want, they stop opening any chest that could potentially drop Briv gear until they've saved up enough blacksmithing contracts to get them to the next perfect one that they want to get to. So there are people who find it incredibly valuable and enjoy that. I decided a long time ago that wasn't going to be me. I had stocked up for a long time thinking, yeah, I'll save up for 9 jump. And then I looked at how much I'd saved and I was like, that's not even remotely close. Like at the rate I was going, it was going to be a year or more to get there. And I was like, nah, I don't care that much. So, yeah. Okay, I need... It's done. This one. This. Working on the Dark Urge, prepping the Dark Urge guy in the background, folks, for anybody who just came in. I was wondering what the hell I'm doing. Getting everything ready. So that, you know, there's going to be a lot to do today, and I'd like to get it done as quickly as possible, right? Or at least try to get as much done on stream as possible. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot that gets done on stream, because there's just so much going on. Oh, we actually have some of this information. Great. Oh, awesome. All right. What item level is Briv at 4 jump? It depends on what your gilding is. It's 3626 for a golden epic. Anything that isn't a golden epic, I don't know. I don't know. It's one of those things that when at some point when I update Briv's guide next, I will have a little chart that says what he needs to get to 4 jump. And beyond, right? Potentially. But 9 jump is so 4 jump is 3,626 just on that golden Theodynarax. Which means you have roughly that many on everything except for the ultimate cooldown, right? 9 jump is 127,626. You add on 124,000 item levels to go from 4 jump to 9 jump, which is the next major one. I mean, there's some people that get like 6 or 7 and enjoy it. I don't know. I guess. Kind of because I have to. But yeah. 9 jump was the big one I was trying to go towards, and I was like, oh no, I'm not even remotely near another 124,000 banked item levels. Like, there are people who do it. I'm not going to say there's a lot of people, but there's a non-zero number of people that do it. But yeah, once you get up there, like you can't open electrums anymore. You can't open patron chests that qualify for Briv. You can't open any kind of weekday or any kind of weekend chest that has Briv in it. Like, it's just nope. And yeah, Briv does pay for himself because he's earning more and more and more as you're doing that. But it takes so long to get there. Like, yeah. That would be great if his tier 4 reward was a 9 jump feat. Like a 9 jump cap feat. That would be I would be like golf clap from the side. As much as I just want the cap to be 4 jumps, I would say well done. Well, no, I'm saying, yeah, Vampire Late's 124,000 item levels, average item levels across 5 items. Yes, it's a lot of item levels, and but that's how you have to keep it in mind. You're going towards that average item level, which means you need a lot more. I think at the time I had maybe 10,000 total banked. I don't know, 20,000 banked. I don't remember how many banked item levels. It just wasn't even remotely enough. Yeah, Nine Jump Briv is the monopoly with a hotel and boardwalk and park place. Yeah, and the people landing on it every time they go around the board, every time. Okay, what else? What else do I need to prep? Oh, well, first off, I need to come over here. How are we doing? We slowed down a little bit. I forgot to upgrade. Oh, I forgot to level stuff up. Let's get this going. Okay. All right. Oh, what was I doing on my other account? Hold on. I was doing my trials run. I got stuck. Okay, hold on. Gotta swap floors. It stopped about 20 levels away from where it needs to finish. Would I go for 9 jump if there's a 9 defeat? I don't think so. Like I said, I mean, there's always the possibility, but would it be a goal I would suddenly be like, yeah, let's get there? No, no, that alone isn't enough. Like because the rate at which, like, I would have to dedicate my main account to just gem farming pretty much all the time, and I don't run my computer 24/7, so that slows progress down, right? Like, and I don't always want idle champions up when I'm playing other games. It causes my, it adds an extra load when I'm streaming. It's a problem. It can add an extra load to my computer. My fans go on high. My computer's fine. It stays cool, but then my room heats up and then I'm uncomfortable. All right. It's just, it's like, oh, so, so there are real world, complications with getting there that just make it not worth it for me. Right. Like, just switching between things, my fans are going ting 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 ting. Like sometimes it's going up into a high mode, and I'm like, I don't know, stop it, stop, stop, seriously, stop. So, um, so yeah, I mean, it's there's other reasons why I wouldn't do it. It's time. Now it's just getting me corrupted gems. So, like, yeah, I try not to have too many things open at once because when I'm streaming, I have all the things open at once. I've got OBS. I've got over here. I've got Twitch stuff like preview windows and controls and things, and then I've got Discord and subtitles, and then here I've got two different clients, chat, a browser window, and my notepad. Right? I got a lot of programs going on at once when I'm streaming. So if I have to have, and I've got multiple clients open right now, it's just much nicer if I only have one game open while streaming, with everything else going on. Multiple is always more annoying. Okay, let me go back to the Dark Urge guide. I need to know. Oh, dang it. Dang it, Robbie. Show me the money. Show me the money. There we go. Oh. Show me like so. Right. One of my lights was blinking. What the hell is going on there? It's not what I want to see happen. Stream would be plunged into darkness. I mean, not completely, but it would be a little annoying. It wouldn't look great. Wouldn't look great. Okay. All right. Got an affiliation. We got the affiliation stuff set. That Notepad CP and hey, Notepad plus plus. You know, it's the better. It's the improved Notepad. It takes a lot of resources. Nope. Did I hear about the TimeGate piece news? I did. People posted it in my Discord for me. That's exactly. I mean, that's exactly what they needed to do, in my opinion. I would have been okay with 3, but 6 is just spread some goodwill. But here's the thing: it should have just been again, like, A, if we could go back, they never should have forgotten something that big of a deal. B, when they realized they forgot it and they were going to put it in, that TimeGate piece thing should have just been instant. Should have been part of that announcement. It's like they kind of like, oh, are people going to be okay with it? Oh, they're not. Okay, well, let's give them. It's like, no. Like, you gotta just like these stutter stops of dealing with a situation is not the best way to do things. Yeah, no, Lediath does the Briv Gem Farm stuff. I don't. I talk about Zeke and Lediath's guides. Both of them have guides about Briv Gem farming. And I know Lediath has like VODs up. I don't have guides for that. So. I mean, I've just demonstrated it on here, and I've explained it and set one up, but I mean, right now I don't even have my Briv Gem Farm running. It got all messed up, out of whack, and I just haven't had time to fix it. Any of my guides about dismantling? No. No. That's such a very specific topic and very subjective. I don't know that there needs to be a guide to dismantle. I mean, a guide to dismantling a fail would be very short. It would just explain the difference between full dismantles and legendary dismantles. And I mean, I guess there's a value there, but I don't know that it would really. Actually, I'm going to add it to the list as a potential future one, like as a maybe. I don't know. It wouldn't answer questions about should I do this or should I do that. It would just, probably give some information on, hey, here's how to make a good decision for yourself, because I feel like that's really all you can do. Okay, I did some weird formatting here. I need to go test if this is even going to work. It's going to do what I want it to. It is. Awesome. No, it's not. Oh my god, why? Why? That's not even in the same place. It's not in the... You son of a... If that changes, that changes it. Okay. All right, so I got to put that in. I don't have to do that down here, too. This is why you can, whenever you're making, when you change your formatting stuff for Reddit, you can, there's a website called redditpreview.com where you can put it in the text box up top and it'll show you how it's going to show up down below, which is super helpful. Super helpful. Oh, continue. Yeah, let's go. Not a lot of favor, but we got a half an hour to get more favor. Kind of an exploitative tool. You just don't have to talk about the ways to exploit things. That's how you do it without it, right? AMC, you just don't go into that. I mean, full dismantles can be, I guess you can say they could be exploited. What you're doing is you're trading any and all power on a champion that just got a rework to put it all somewhere else. It's still power you earned. You just didn't earn it in that place. And now there's only one full dismantle. There's only going to be one full dismantle per event. So somewhat less problematic. Where it was really truly exploitative, in my opinion, and I definitely exploited it, was Azshara. You know, on a core champion or an evergreen. That's why I just don't feel like they're going to rework those champions ever again. You can exploit a full dismantle. The legendaries, I don't necessarily find a problem. There is kind of an exploit with legendary dismantles we were talking about yesterday. I feel that would be resolved just by going in and changing the costs so that every legendary on a champion is the same cost. Don't make the first one cheap anymore. Just make them all the same price. And then it can't really be exploited. And then you open up the chance to get your scales back via like the alchemy system if you want. I think it would be an improvement to forging. I did, MC, yeah. The only reason we're in an ad break. We'll come back to it in a second. Let me go back to working on the guide. We'll talk about why I dismantled Azshara when we get back. This here looks good. Oh, I know what I need to add. Bars notes section. Okay. Yeah, not everybody gets served an ad, but it is telling me that an ad break is supposed to be in progress. And sometimes some people get served ads at different times. I have no control over that. Twitch is supposed to deliver them all at the same time. So I run the stream as if people are getting ads at this time. So all I can do to try to make for a good experience for as many people as possible. So we should be back from the ad break. So the reason I dismantled Azshara wasn't just to manipulate item levels somewhere. I didn't. I put all my item levels back on her. I rearranged my guilds, but I put all my item levels back on her. I rearranged the guilting on her. But what I did is I wanted to refund all the guilds off of her. I put all of her item levels back on and her bought her feats and all that kind of stuff. And then I just opened lots of silver chests and got a bunch of natural shinies on her. And then put Goldens back on. So effectively, I got 6 free potions of polish. That was what I was doing. That was the exploit I took advantage of. I didn't move all of her item levels to Briv or something. I could have. Probably would have gotten me a lot closer. I mean, it would have gotten me, 10,000 average item levels closer to 9 jump. But people could have exploited that to go from a no jump Briv to a 4 jump Briv immediately. I didn't bother. I was already there. It's already there. I mean, new daddy, sugar daddy is a debuffer, is a pretty solid debuffer. Has lots of multiplicative stacks, and we have to wait until we see, like, is one of them. Does Sugar Daddy mop now? He might. Like both Dark Urge and Dadius might mop. They have enough multiplicatively stacking abilities that there potentially is a mop in there somewhere. How long have Jacques and Sortle been there? Oh, on the overlay? Since I redid it like a couple months ago. They're kind of humorous nods that's Jacques is, Mars's character, Sorrel's mine, and we love them both in the game. You fed a shard to Artemis. I mean, that, yeah, some people could have done that too. It's suboptimal that new Dadius is built on the 5-stack thing like old Dadius. Well, there's a difference though. It's like he's tracking stuff instead of it just being utterly and completely random. There's some tracking involved, and that's helpful. Like that wasn't there before. So I mean, I think Dadius, the Dadius rework was positive every step of the way. When I was reviewing it yesterday, like side to side with the old thing. Well, I mean, MC, your question got ignored because they literally answered that in the announcement. They literally said, we forgot. So they're not going to go. I mean, if they already answered it, they're not going to get. I mean, you're trying to get more information out of them without asking a new question. So, yeah, that would get ignored because that question already got answered in the announcement. Have I moved through Descent into Avernus without a core? Yeah, I've done that before. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say without. Oh, without core. Wait, no, I'm read that as without a Mojang core. I mean, but do you mean without core champions? I always tend to. I mean, sort of. I don't remember how we went through the last Descent into Avernus. I mean, you start swapping into stuff. I mean, you unlock one before then. So I mean, I was leveling it up on the way through, but it wasn't. It was like maybe level 2 or 3 going through there, I think. So barely anything. Lucius Dadius Dark Urge should be a powerful combo on you. I don't know. Isn't Lucius pure DPS? You wouldn't put him with the Dark Urge if he was. Double DPS isn't a good thing. Unless I'm missing something? Is it Lucius DPS support? I can't remember. Will he work in Bud's buggy? I mean, he's got debuff, so I mean, there's a potential, right? The new Dadius is out buffing Birdsong after item level 250 or so. That tells me he mops. That tells me he mops. But we'll see. Maybe he just scales better with items, but that's not normally a thing. Usually you only scale better with item if you're mopping. If you have a mathematically overpowered ability. So... Oh, I remember I know. I'm like, why this doesn't look like yesterday? It's because we have Minskin. That's better. Yeah, Thalo. I mean, well, you have to have like. I guess the optimal thing is to have like a certain number on Artemis and then a percentage of that number on other champions, and it's based off the power they provide. There's a whole breakdown people have figured out. So if your Artemis is super high above everybody else is in the garbage, then you have to bring them up a bit, but doesn't mean you have to match them. Yeah, that's the thing. Enmonto, if they had with that announcement, oh hey, we forgot to announce this, but we're also giving everybody 6 time gate pieces as a celebration of Event 2.0. It would have gone that would have been basically like, okay, it still kind of sucks that you never told us about this, but you're giving us something that we may have spent, and then everything would have been fine. Well, I wouldn't say everything would have been fine, but it would have been a smoother announcement, feels like. Okay, what was I looking at? Oh, is it notes? Okay, I put in the notes area. None of that changes. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. That's already changed. I changed it in the template. Cool. That all looks good. Yes. God, some of this is so new that it's weird to look at. Okay. But those are fine. Oh, I didn't put that here. Okay. Change that in the template because that can just feed in. Okay. This is fine. All right. And again, the first thing we'll do when we unlock him is get information on the feats. But once it goes live, we can get the formation layout. That'll be big. What are we up to, favor? 1184. Good. Getting some extra favor. We got about 18 minutes to keep milking some favor out of this run. Prime subscribing no longer a thing. No, you can use your Twitch Prime. If it's wonky, you might have to refresh or something. Sometimes if the Prime sub just runs out, like it just ran out, it doesn't trigger in their system that it's available to be used again for a little bit, and you have to wait a little bit. It's weird that way. Same for my. I will Texac. Thank you. I gotta get Tyrell in first. I'm not seeing an update available, so I must have patched it in already. I don't know. We'll be restarting everything once it goes live anyway. Okay, so I have Dark Urge blog up, but I don't think I need it anymore. No. Okay. Ready to receive the event blog. don't think anything else I've forgotten. I got 15 minutes. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go fix that template problem. Here now. I like making everything very copy paste, plug and play in my guide templates because then it just makes it real quick and easy to whip up a guide. You can spend my time on, you know, notes and making sure everything is fine instead of like having to do the whole thing over and over again. Hey Onyx. Wait, has everybody got? I think we're just talking in advance. Okay. I'm like, wait, did it start, brother? All right, Cease Fund, taxes paid. Added a ban to the game? Okay. Lifting with Gar. Hey, I'm here for it, Calgain. I wish I could lift with you, but it's not that I'm lazy. I am unmotivated. I know this about myself. I have motivation issues sticking to working out. I can start working out. Continuing, the best I ever did on my own without outside help was when I started, like back in 2009. I started walking, and I kind of had some outside help. I had a exercise blog, and I posted to that. I was kind of my, keeping myself honest that way. I did like a walk to run program, and then I trained for a marathon, and then I ran a marathon. I did that all on my own. And after the marathon, I was like, God, I really needed to have been in better shape. Like, I got so down on myself and demotivated from other things that I just stopped and never started again, which was stupid. But past me, it was just upset because I loved how I felt when I was, in better shape. And now way different, and it's so frustrating. I've tried to start again and just stop. So I can't. I just can't stay motivated for some reason. Can't stay motivated for some reason. And yeah, I stream every day but Sunday, just on different channels, right? So yeah. The real Garwars Guide to Exercise. No, but if you want to find it, it's actually here. I'll just post it in chat. It's still up. Here you go. I even got my Warhammer character in his kind of naked form running across a bridge at the top. And but yeah, I ran that was my training up to running the Chicago Marathon. Back on 10/10/10, October 10th, 2010. It was the day before my birthday, so it was kind of a, celebratory thing. It was good times. Yeah, that'd do it. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of, I started running because I was like, ugh. And it definitely helped me be more positive. for a long time. I mean, not only just getting out and, getting some exercise and being outdoors. I also, like, I had never understood my entire life. I never really liked running because it was always something you were like, people force you to do, but they never really, like, man, PE classes, they would force you to run, but it wouldn't really explain, like, wouldn't really train you to run. Or train you to do anything. PE never trained you to do anything. They just expected things out of you. So I always hated it, right? Uh, and like, and I had to run when I wrestled, like my senior year in high school. You were forced to, and it just killed me. So it was never like something I was like, oh, let's just go run. That'll be fun. And then when I started doing walk to run, I liked it. It was great. And I never understood people like running in the rain or when it was really cold out. But and once I got into it, running in the rain was my favorite because you never like you just the rain hitting you was just kind of like air conditioning. It just kept your body cool and you could really push yourself more. It was fantastic. I loved it so much. Hey, Letty and crew. We're talking about back when I had trained for a marathon. Welcome. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I wish it just made me very happy. I wish I hadn't, I wish my brain hadn't had gremlins in it that kept me from doing it. Yeah, I mean, I still got my gear. I got my running shoes. They're still in great condition. I got a pair I got a new pair long enough before the marathon I could break them in and then run the marathon in them. So they're still in great condition. And got my medal. It just hangs on the side of my bedpost just to remind me, hey, once upon a time, you weren't so lazy. Once upon a time, you weren't so lazy. What happened? Thinking of it smells from being a programmer is the training we had that had nothing to do with gaming. Yeah, look, it does, but like keeping yourself in good physical shape, like, it keeps your mind active. It helps you focus. It lets you feel better. You can game harder. I know it sounds stupid, but yeah, I mean, yeah, you can be all in and your body is in good shape for it. I don't know. It just makes sense. If you can, right? If you can. Event 2.0 launch party. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Whee! I don't have any. I don't have like horns or anything, which is probably a good thing. Swimming in the rain is really good too. Now, see, I wouldn't do that because I grew up around water and everybody was like, you don't go in the water when it's raining because if lightning strikes, you're screwed. Which is true. You did. But what was my marathon time? Hypnagogia. Look. Look. Um, as I said, I finished. I have my finisher's medal. Do we really need to go any further than that? I literally went from no exercise after an office job and where I just got no exercise at all to a walk to run program to training myself to run a marathon. And then no, it's not. It's no. I don't even do. I'll tell you what. If you tell me yours, no, I finished. That's all I was trying to do on my very first marathon. Um, the day of the race, the very worst thing that could happen on a marathon race day happened. It got warm. It got warm, and I don't know if you've ever tried to run a marathon, but you do not want it to be warm. You want it to be cold. You want it to be like 40, 50 degrees. Because running for a sustained period of time keeps your core body temperature so hot. You need that cold on the outside to keep you from overheating, and it got warm. And it started to get warm, and the flags went from green to yellow on the side of the race, and firefighters pulled up and were shooting fire hoses across the race so that people would basically just get drenched and you'd have some kind of cooling. And I mean, it was that the people with hoses out in front of their houses, like everyone was doing whatever they could to keep the runners cool, but it was, I overheated hard. Cause I'm a dwarf. I'm thick. Like even when I'm in good shape, I ain't thin, right? I mean, I was in the best shape of my life. I could run marathon distance. I was my training. I ended up like I would run 30 miles consistently during training, towards the end of my training regimen, and be great in decent weather. And for that one, it was like, nope. Uh, I mean, the best thing that happened at one point, this car screamed up to a halt, spun around, backed up. Kids got out, the parents got out, the trunk went up. They were dragging coolers out. They had gone and got a bunch of ice, filled their these coolers with ice, and they were just bringing cups out, just running cups out to ice to people. Oh, it was heaven, because chewing on ice and swallowing it like cooled me down completely for about 15 minutes, and then I heated back up again. So my time was not great. I started off really good and I was at a good pace, and then it started getting hotter and hotter, and it was really close to them just stopping the race. Like, that was how warm it got. Um, and so there were parts where I had the energy, but my body wouldn't let me access it, and I was literally just walking because I couldn't keep running. My body wouldn't let me. And then the second I'd get cool again with some water or whatever, back at a race pace, because the the energy was there. My body just would not let me do it because it was too hot. So I finished. It was not what, it was not the time I was hoping for, right? But it was way long. But you know what? In your first marathon, just be happy you finished. There are so many people that just don't finish. And honestly, I'm just happy I kept going. Like, there were so many reasons I could have just been like, screw this, I'm done. Like, I don't think anybody would have been like, oh, you're a quitter. Like, it was ridiculous. Uh, with the beard and a button. No, I had a goatee, and it was long though. I had a long goatee back then. I didn't have a full beard. But I did have like a not a scrunchie, but like the little hair tie. It had a little hair tie on it, so it would keep it tight, like right, just a little down below, and then a little, poking out the bottom and blowing around as you run. Like, yeah, my best full marathon was around 6 hours and 30 minutes. Yeah, I mean, I'm in that range, Aggie Jess, again because of the temperature, and then I never got to run one that stayed at decent temperature the whole time. But again, like, as long as you finish, notch that mark. Got one. Got one. I've heard the dwarves are natural sprinters. Look, dwarves are I would say dwarves are endurance. Uh, yeah, an endurance class. Because think about it, like, they're thick and stocky, and they mine constantly. They forge just for hours, mine for hours. They can fight for days. You got to have endurance, right? They're not going to win a sprint. Uh, but endurance, sure, they'll do endurance runs. Yeah, they march in full armor, right? So strip them down, take all of it off. I bet they could run a marathon and do pretty good. That's good, Chaos. Yeah, I wish I could get motivated and stay motivated. The timekeepers had already gone home before no. No, 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 no. I crossed the finish line, and there were, I mean, there was people, like, there was a girl there that came up and just congratulated me, put a finisher's medal around my neck, and then wrapped a space blanket around me and sent me towards the Gatorade booth. Like, everybody was still there. But even then, if when you finish, everybody's gone home, look, I don't care. Congratulations on finishing a marathon. My worst race got black flagged at the end. They filled the ERs due to heat exhaustion. Yeah, that's what this was, real close to that. Yeah, everyone had wet socks and underwear. No, not at all. I mean, you don't go into a race like that wearing clothes that are going to get wet and hold on to moisture, because you're going to be sweating the whole time. Like, everything is a very wicking. Has, like, my socks, my shoes, everything was dry. After, I mean, it'd be damp for a bit, and then it'd be dry again, because that's the material you're wearing, right? Oh yeah, heat and humidity. Ooh, outside workouts are rough. You know. That was a challenge for me training in the summer here in Oklahoma, is when it would get real hot and humid in the summers. And so I would switch, instead of running in the mornings, I would run at night. It was still hot, but it wasn't as bad. Okay, I need to restart stuff, folks. It's 2 o'clock. We're gonna test the restart out. We're gonna see what breaks. It's gonna switch over to my main account because it thinks that's the thing that's showing up now. All right, we'll stop everything. A recent stream, you mentioned you were an F1 fan. Yeah, I mean, I'm not like a super fan, but I enjoy watching the races and stuff. Who's my team? I and no, I will forever judge you by your answer. I would expect that. I don't really have a team. That's the thing. I like watching racing. What I will say is I'm not a fan of Red Bull. Just because I don't like it just feels Red Bull is like we talked about this. Red Bull is like the Artemis of F1. Like, so of course I'm not really a huge Red Bull fan. I'm fine if people are. I don't get mad at people that are fans of Max or Red Bull. Um I would like to see more competition. I like good races that are competitive races. This first race of the season I thought was really good, except for first place. Like all the other battles I thought were great, but first place again was like, it's just boring. Yeah. If anything, I would say I enjoy watching Lewis Hamilton race. The last couple of years have been rough. I do want to see him win another championship, but beyond that, I just want to see good racing. And that's cool. Excellent for your brother-in-law. Yeah. Uh-oh. It's stuck on verifying game devs. That's not good. That means I restarted too soon. Everyone is doing this. Everyone is doing this. Your Black Flag race was in Florida? I mean, that makes sense, yeah. It's going to be hot and humid there. That's rough. Please close the game so I can join. That's not actually the problem. It's because so many people are doing this. Everybody would, they need a queue system. uh, Magic is because a lot of times all the game data doesn't load correctly until you restart. All right, I'm just going to shut it all off, folks, and we'll chat for a minute. It's just something after 6.5 years, I just always do it. I don't usually do it right at 2. I usually give it like 5 minutes, so that's on me. For a long time, it was fine. It was transitioning pretty great from non-event to event, but you still have to restart. But now I think it's just because it's such a big day and everything's new. It's bad. Florida's hot. It's just oppressive. Yeah, it's the humidity. It's not the heat. It's the humidity. Absolutely. And that's the thing that at night here in the Midwest, or at least in Oklahoma, sometimes the humidity goes down a bit at night. Not always, but at least some of the heat does too. So it's almost like heat and humidity stack multiplicatively. That's the best way to explain it. Heat and humidity stack multiplicatively. So if you can lower the base values of either of those things, everything's one or the other, everything's smoother. Yeah. All right, folks, just turn it off and wait a bit. I think. Yeah, in this case, for heat and humidity, multiplicatively stacking is the bad way. It's incredibly nerdy, but absolutely a point. It is. I'm so happy that I just realized that. That is exactly what it is, and it's horrible. That's what makes it bad. That's why everybody's like, go to Arizona, but it's hot there. Yeah, but it's a dry heat. And it's like, so is a flash furnace, but uh, but it is better. It is. I will admit, it is better. All right, here we go. All the things coming up, folks. We're back. Welcome to Events 2.0, Festival of Fools, Evolves, length of each event, blah blah blah. Dark Urge, And Daddy is... Yeah, okay. What's here? The Dark Urge theme? Yes, they did it, folks. They did it. This is what I told them they needed. It's Gale's Hand. Oh, this I fought for this. I was like, Gale's Hand needs to either be an item card or it needs to be a familiar. And they were like, we might be able to do that as a familiar. I'm gonna see. They did it. They did it. You know what? I'm just rewarding this. I'm rewarding this. I have to. Oh no, this is my free to play account. I can't. Oh, I can't. I will do it on my main. I'll do it on my main. Yes. Gale's Hand. Oh, it's so good. It's spoilery, but it's so good. Everglades are pre-stack. Oh no. Okay. What else is here? Penance. Event tokens to be used to purchase additional chests for champions event. Okay, cool. An event boon. Increase you to the next tier of event boon buffs for your current event up to tier 4. Interesting. So these are new. These are new. So hold on. I'm going to go back. Since we're looking at this, I'm going to go back to terminology and I'm going to add event boon. Might as well grab terms now. Okay. So do they somehow tell you that this is an event pack? It is interesting that it's giving us event tokens too. But I don't see anything that says, "Hi, I'm an event pack." Oh, there's the 7,500 pack, so that's what they said it would be. Just buying chests isn't considered an event DLC. We don't. I don't see anything that's that signifies an event DLC. I'm assuming that it's these because of the symbols and that they're related, but no. Release event 2.0 system. Moving forward, each event will have 2 featured champions. Also be able to recruit with 3 additional flex champions, allowing you to purchase chests for these champions with net currency and collect more gold. Champion chests replay them before. Celebrate the launch of events 2.0. We've credited your account with 6 time gate pieces, which you can use to unlock the week 2 and 3 flex champions. Good luck, and we hope you enjoy them. See, yeah, that just needed to be part of that. Okay. Continue. Oh, look! It's a little banner down here. I like it. So it's not up here? Oh no, there's one up here too. I don't know why there needs to be 2. Why does there need to be 2? Why does there need to be 2? I like this one better. I want to get rid of this one. That's my hot take. That's my hot take. Oh, and no 2,500 starting tokens? Whoops. Probably just it doesn't work in 2.0 and they'll have to credit everybody that has the blessing. By the 3rd tiered or such? Okay, I'll go look again. Okay. Let me go look in the store again, because this is something I want to understand. If so, nothing here. This one does. 2nd tier. 1st tier doesn't do it. 2nd tier does, because it also includes +1 event boon and a bunch of penance. But there's still nothing that says like, "Hi, this is a event DLC." Okay. Okay. So, but I mean, we're gonna dive in here in a bit, folks. I promise. We're taking our time on this first playthrough. Okay. So if I come over here, this is all new. Okay. Penance and favor track to the top. Event boons tick here, so you can have up to 4. Special bonuses included with the purchase of specially marked event-related DLC. So event DLC isn't a technical term, it's just, okay. Each purchase increases your event boon buff by level by 1 until you reach the maximum level 4. Same effects if you activate all 5 normal potions. Okay. Interesting. That is interesting. Okay. Cumulative, you receive the buff value listed. So yeah, this is not. We talked about this before. This is not Briv Gem Farm friendly. But again, I don't think they're really trying to support Briv Gem Farms. So this is for 99.9% of the players in the game. This is fantastic. This is just a wonderful bonus. Interesting. And this isn't a lot, but are they? Okay. So it just goes up to this level. These aren't separate. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think that's neat. All right. What else we got? I mean, everything's different. Where's the thing that unlocks the other flex? So here's like this is talking about this supporter slot. That's this one down here. It's at the bottom. So unlock the supporter slot now. We purchase a DLC containing an event boon, right? And if you click on that, that takes me to that. I don't want that yet. Yeah. So these will unlock. This unlocks if you just buy an event DLC, event related DLC. These are time locked, but they also need time gate pieces. That should be on here. That needs to be on here. Yeah. Well, when I'm Lurking Rider, all I ever talk about is scriptless stuff. I don't care about how any changes to the game affect scripters. I just don't. That's a choice people make outside of the game. So in-game automated Briv gem farming, I'm never going to differentiate. So it's always what I'm talking about. So it's not friendly to those people. Shows 3 time pieces when you click over here. It should have it out here though. Like down here, unlocks this by purchasing DLC. It should say unlock this slot with 3 time gate pieces. Okay, so let's see. We got the Dark Urge. I like that it's got Seed 11. I like that it's tracking achievements and it's tracking tiers. This looks great. It calls out that Dadius is reworked. I have an available slot. What is this? I can earn up to 4 buffs for the Dark Urge. So damage of the Dark Urge, an effect of the Urge, embrace the Urge and lose their specs. Yeah, lots of bonuses there. 2 feats. Base DPS of the Dark Urge by 400% prevents roaming familiars from automatically activating their ultimate. Cool. It's 1 feat and a DPS pigment. Oh, I stand corrected. That's interesting. Okay. A feat increases the effect of Daddy's together magic and a part in magic abilities by 80%, and a legendary potion level 3. Here's that is neat. Yeah, that's neat. God, there is a downside if everybody's got legendaries, but you would be getting this potentially off of something. You could bank it and put it on a brand new champion. Yeah, it's fine. That's good. Okay. That's cool. What is view map? Oh, takes us out here. Okay. Simral Spoil Sport. See, yeah. So it's still using Simral stuff, and this is using Festival of Fools. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, God, it actually went to the right place. I didn't think it would take me to the right place. Okay, let me open it back up. Okay, so then this is them showing what? What is this is misstated because I'm not getting an event boon there. This says starting at like $6.99, but you it's kind of I don't get the boon in the oh, it's up here. It says $11.99 plus. Okay, just the chest. Okay, I get it. Okay, so they are putting at least. What is the event? Wait, what? I didn't see this one. Okay. So this is the golden epic for the Urge. 5,000 gems, a bunch of stuff. 10 large bounties, that's good. An event boon. Plus one event boon. Penance. Okay, and it's $10. Okay. That's better. And then they show the bigger packs down here. Okay. Okay. What does this look like when I click into it? Absolutely nothing. That's broken. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, let's go over here. All right, Strix, Rosie, Briv, Alindra, Tatiana, Miria, Regis, and Cathris. Was not expecting those two. But it's good because it's 2 seats that aren't already in this event. Whereas Strix and Briv are competing with the Dark Urge and Dadius. All right. Yeah. You'll notice there's none of the special rewards for the top tiers for these champions. They just didn't have time to make those, I guess. That's a little disappointing. So if you finish all the way through, you're just going to unlock a reward for free when they actually add it in the future. What's more details say? Oh, that's nice. I like that. And it's right in this window. I like that. Okay. All right. That's neat. More details on Briv. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I like this. This is good. I wish some of the champions would work, and then not all of them do, or some of the buttons would work. Not all of them do. Clearly. All right. And I don't need to worry about how many tokens I have anymore, really. So we can bounce out of here. What did I get? EO4 favor. Fantastic job, me. All right.